In this video, we will assume that you've created your categories, your attributes, and your template, and you chose to only submit the selected products, which mainly applies for eBay because they charge a listing fee. So you can say add products, and you could choose by category, by description. You can do advanced and choose by brand or supplier or product type. You can also do it by automotive. If there's other product types available, they'll be in that search bar. Once you have selected whatever products you want, and you can technically say, I want to do all, so I'm going to just say search for all, and then we can say, okay, I want to take all of these and select them. Assuming you'll do that, they're all going to show up here, and now you have the different columns that explain what's what. So you have the category product. This is the shipping time, how long before it ships out. This is driven from the product database, the processing period on your store, quantity that you're selling, how many parts are inside that quantity, what kind of shipping you have, handling surcharge. If you want to change the price from here for whatever reason, if you're not using the wholesale discount, you can do that. Then you have how many live at the moment for this particular product. For eBay, you have relisting, then you have expired, never submitted, and pending, meaning pending to be submitted. The cost is how much you're selling it on that marketplace for. If you want to look inside this product, because sometimes you have more than one option inside that product, you can click on View Application, which will bring up the details of what's inside here. And you can see the items that are inside, part number, status if it's live, and the details, what the MSRP is, what the web price is, what the cost is. And then you can also see what the marketplace price shows up as, what you actually submitted to the marketplace, what was the wholesale level, how many you have on hand, how many available, what inventory is showing up in the marketplace, when the last time the marketplace was updated, and the URL where you can actually see the item in the marketplace. We also gave you some shortcuts. You can end the listing, relist it, submit it, and you can view it on eBay, or if it's another marketplace, it's going to show up as view the listing on that particular marketplace. Now, once you are satisfied with the items you want to submit, you are going to select all. Technically, you can just leave it. You can just say save feeds and leave it, but if you want to test it, you can select one or select all. You can press submit here. If you don't want to wait for 15 minutes until the feed picks it up, you can actually press submit here as well, which will actually force it to go to the marketplace. If you want to see any kind of activity, it's going to actually show you here. So it's going to show you if an item was listed, ended, updated. So any kind of activity that happens on your marketplaces will show up in activity here, so you can see what's going on. And finally, your inventory that's on the marketplace is driven from the inventory in products. There's a separate tutorial on how to load inventory, but if you are submitting inventory through the marketplace, then you should watch the inventory tutorial to learn how to use that. So to finalize this, you could force to end a certain item. Again, this mainly applies to the marketplaces that don't generate the full feeds. eBay specifically, it actually goes and treats each item individually, while Amazon actually recreates the feed. So if you're going to say force end, that means you're ending that product for eBay. If you want to completely remove it from eBay or from Amazon, you should remove it altogether from here, like literally remove the product so it doesn't keep resubmitting it. Because if you're going to end something, next time the feed picks up on it, it's going to resubmit it and relist the item, especially if you have inventory in stock. So bottom line is, this list here should not have anything that you don't want to submit. Whatever is in here will get submitted. This submit, relist, and force send is really more for testing and forcing it in case you don't want to wait for it to take action on its own. But these are more like overrides that you don't really need to use. This is more just in case you do need to use it. By default, the system will automatically pick everything up. So as long as your template works, as long as your product works, and you press save, from that point on, it's going to be active and it's going to be simply working. You should check on it once in a while to make sure there's no problems in the activity tab. But other than that, it should be fully automated at that point.